Hi guys, it's Mr. Skivington here from RDFZ School. Today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a few little yoga poses. Now yoga is fantastic for getting a bit of a centre for ourselves in terms of gravity and our balance. It's fantastic for making sure that we increase flexibility in our joints, and it's just really good to make us feel a bit more calm and make sure that we're ready to go for exercise later on. So we're going to go through a few basic poses today, a few basic yoga poses. So the first one we're going to come across is called the tree pose. Now the tree pose, like many of the other yoga poses, we can make harder or easier depending on our ability, because some of us have never done yoga before and it takes a little while to get used to it. So the tree pose, the inside of our foot comes onto our leg, okay, and we bring our hands together and we try and find our center of balance, okay, and we hold that for around about 3 to 5 breaths. So we breathe in through our nose, out through our mouths, okay? In through our nose, out through our mouths. Now if we lose balance there like me, that's fine, start again. If you want to make it more difficult, you can bring your leg up higher, okay, and get into that position there. And again, 3 to 5 big breaths. So let's go for 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Perfect. And then we want to make sure that we're doing it on the other leg as well. Okay, so we move our leg, again, easier or harder up higher. Some people actually find it easier up the top because it's more mass up higher, so better for balance. So again, hands into this position, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Perfect. Now you'll notice that my breaths are nice and long. Okay, that is to make sure that we are getting nice and balanced, nice and centered, and we're feeling nice and relaxed and calm. If you wanted to look at it on the side, again, side angle, up like this. Perfect. The next one we're going to look at is called the cobra pose. Okay, the snake. So we're going to go down into this position, elbows and hands flat, and we're going to lift ourselves up. Okay, remember, keep our elbows and our hands flat and our feet nice and flat at the back as well. And 3 big breaths here. One more. Perfect. Again, we can do longer if we want to. You can aim for 5 breaths. The next one we're going to do is called the camel pose. Okay, so this one's quite difficult for some people, so you just want to make sure that you can get into this position, try and lean back, put our hands onto our ankles, and lean back with our back, and let our head just flop and relax. And one more. Perfect. The next one we're going to look at is called our lion pose. So we make sure that we get our knees, our feet are flat, and we lean back into this one, okay? And we lean here, and we have our lion nice and strong, and we try and lean back onto our feet, which will stretch our feet out. 3 big breaths, 3 to 5, depending on how long you want to sit into this position and stretch. Okay, the next one we're going to move on to is called the mountain pose. So we're going to stand, feet together, arms out. We're just going to sit there with our arms out and 3 to 5 big breaths. If you want to close your eyes, just feel a bit more that you're a bit more relaxed. Okay, the next one we're going to do is called the flamingo pose. So, we're going to stand here and we're going to have a big long neck like a flamingo, and we're going to just slightly stretch over. Now as you breathe out, you might want to stretch further. Perfect, one side done. Move on to the other side. So you start up the top. As you breathe out, stretch further. And one more. Perfect. That's called our flamingo pose. The next one we're going to do is called the butterfly pose. So we get down into this position. We put our feet together. And we try and, like a butterfly, we have our wings flat down to the sides. We just hold our fingers up in the air. And again, we do 3 to 5 breaths. One more. Perfect. That is called the butterfly pose. The next one we're going to focus on is called the elephant pose. So like all elephants, we have to have a long trunk. So our hands go together, okay, and we lean down to the front. Now this is really good for our obliques and our abdominal muscles. So our hands together, like a big long trunk, and we lean in. Just so you can see on the side, we're leaning slightly forward. One more breath. Perfect. Now to the other side. Remember, feet together, leaning in. Now as you breathe out, you might want to try and go lower. But don't bend our backs. Do not arch your backs. Try and keep nice and straight. So you're going to do it. Perfect. Now we should really feel that up through our hamstrings and in our lower back. Okay, the next one we're going to do is called the warrior pose. Okay? So stand sideways with our arms out to the side. Okay? And we just keep pushing, and we can push out both of our feet that way, and we want to just lean into it. Again, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Try and stay balanced. And then we lean into the other side. Try and keep our feet in line with each other, and then open our chest up to the side, arms out. Okay, and we can slightly lean into the front foot if we would like. Perfect. Now we're going to do the standing leg push, pose. So we're going to sit on the ground, okay, and we're going to put our legs up like this, hands here, and we're going to try and push our legs straight up to the sky. So some people may struggle, and you might just try and bring your legs up to here. But to challenge yourself, you might try and bring your hips up, put your elbows down, lock in behind, okay, and push your legs up to the sky. And again, 3 to 5. Bring yourself down nice and slowly and into centre. Now the last ones we're going to do is going to be called the cat-cow routine, okay? So we're going to do 2 different poses, okay? The cow pose and the cat pose. So the cow pose, so like this, we arch our back. So this is our, so we have the cat pose, cow pose, okay? So we want to be trying to do these in sort of a bit of a unison. So start here, there's a bit of movement. So it's cat, breathe in into cow,
Arch your back, back.
Beautiful. Just getting a little bit of movement through our spine and through our back there. Really just trying to
Generate some movement.
breathing as we go.
Bit of movement in our back. Perfect.
Now, for those of you who are a bit of daredevils and you want to try something a bit more difficult, there are a couple of poses that you can try, okay? Just to challenge yourself to extend yourself a little bit further. So we have two. Okay, we have the frog. Now the frog is quite difficult, and this is only try this if you want to try something a little bit harder. So our hands go flat on the ground. We put our elbows into the inside of our knees. And what we're trying to do is lift our legs off the ground and put the weight onto our arms. Okay? So what we want to do is lean forward and get our feet off the ground. Now if I do that sideways, I'll show you. Hands flat, elbows into knees. Okay? And we just want to lift off the ground onto our legs. And if you want, you can try and push your legs out to the side. That's just a little challenge for you to try and challenge yourself a little bit harder. But that's a little bit of yoga for us now, really important for flexibility and getting ourselves nice and limber and ready for sport. See you again soon.